If you're trying to decide between the Masterson Method and the Tucker Biokinetic technique, or you're already a Masterson Method practitioner who's thinking, is there something missing? Is there something more I could do? Then this might be the missing piece. I'm a 30-year equine veterinarian, and I created the Tucker Biokinetic technique, or TBT, to solve what bodywork alone could not. If you're ready to address horses' issues at the root and not just take care of symptoms, then I'll show which of these techniques is best for you. A large number of TBT students are Masterson Method practitioners who've come looking for something that can complete their knowledge. But to understand the gaps that need filling, let's first review what the Masterson Method is. The Masterson Method primarily aims at relieving tension in the muscles. Jim Masterson often talks about helping people read their horse, which can help you connect better and improve your overall relationship. So what does a Masterson session look like? A Masterson Method person will gently feel the horse for tension. Then they'll find points that are accessible for the Masterson Method, and Jim teaches what these points are. They're often over acupuncture points. Next, they connect with gentle energy, which Jim calls egg drop or air gap, and they watch the horse the whole time for reactions. This energy connects with the horse's nervous system, and this helps the horse relax the areas of tension. The type of results you can expect from Masterson naturally depend on where the areas of tension are. For example, if a horse has tight shoulder muscles, then Masterson can potentially release those tight shoulder muscles. This will allow for a greater range of motion through the shoulder and thus a fuller stride. I say potentially release because Masterson allows the nervous system to do its job. Masterson does not force the horse to release something it's not ready to release. So that's good. In another example, if the hind end is short striding, then Masterson can potentially release muscle tightness from the lumbar and the gluteal areas. If the horse's nervous system is ready to reset and release those muscles, they will soften right beneath your hand. So why do Masterson students join TBT? Because sometimes the tension that Masterson works to release is actually a compensation for an underlying root cause. So you can release the tension, but it might return. This can be quite frustrating for the Masterson practitioner who just wants to help the horse. Also, as I've mentioned, Masterson does a great job at helping the nervous system do what it's ready to do. But what if it's not ready? What if the nervous system knows that that tension is there for a reason? Let me give you an example. Let's say the horse's left leg hurts. Naturally, it's going to shift weight to the right leg. It does this by tightening muscles, that is, creating tension. It will also loosen other muscles to do so. Now, the body won't be ready to release the tension in those muscles because they're compensating for that left leg pain. It won't be ready until the left leg pain is gone. And then you could help release the tension to fix everything back to normal. In summary, Masterson is a wonderful, gentle energy technique that helps release muscular tension. You'll see long-lasting results when the muscular tension was a root cause and was ready to release. This is great. But sometimes deeper issues need more to heal. That's why I've created a series of videos explaining diseases in horses and how to cure them forever. The next video is about how to cure chronic diarrhea. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. But what if the root cause is not muscular tension? That's where TBT comes in. TBT works with all the energies of the horse. That includes the nervous system, like Masterson, but everything else as well. That means we work with energies of tendons and ligaments, arteries, veins, bones, you name it, we work with it. In addition, we consider that any problem may have a root cause, can be physical, but it could also be emotional, mental, spiritual, and other causes. So by considering everything, and working with every type of energy in the body, plus focusing on finding the primary cause for that horse, TBT gets to the very bottom of the issue. So what does a TBT session look like? First, the TBT practitioner does gentle physical checkups. These checkups help us pinpoint where there are issues with flexibility or movement. Next, the practitioner determines where the primary cause is and what it is. Then we use the TBT energy technique to treat the problem. Once the practitioner has fixed all the primaries, then you redo the physical checkups. This is to make sure we have all the improvements we're looking for. Here's a cool video example. I was called to this horse for tripping and being a bit off. Everyone wanted to blame an old bone chip they saw in an x-ray from years ago. So first you see me doing the checkups. I'm looking for range of motion, tension, and reactivity of the horse. Here you'll see me doing the TBT work. Someone once told me it looks like professional petting, as in it doesn't look like much. But then that's energy work. It takes focus and training, but anyone can do it. And then you see the after checkups. Notice how much looser and flowing all the joints of the leg are, and how the horse is not tense all the way up the neck while I move the leg. That is instantaneous results. That is TBT. People often ask, what experience do you need to start TBT? You only need to be comfortable and safe around horses. No other experience or knowledge is required. We have all of our TBT University courses online, so you can learn at home while practicing with your horse or dog. You can learn more about what TBT is and how it works in this video. Both Masterson and TBT help the horse relieve tension. This also helps you connect and improve your relationship with your horse. If you're absolutely new to the idea of energy work, start with the Masterson Method. If you want to continue with more advanced healing and finally get issues corrected, do TBT. Combining both the Masterson Method and TBT will help you achieve better, faster, longer-lasting results. If you're ready to up-level your practice with TBT, please check the link in the description. Some of my students are even using TBT and other horses and making a business out of it, getting to work on what they really love and enjoy. You can hear their stories on this video. Thanks and see you next time.